All India rank 1 paper this is. He got 30 marks out of 35 in income tax paper, income tax law. May 2024 we are referring to. All India rank 1 this is. All India rank 1 this is. Guys, first question we are looking at. First, let's see how beautifully he presented the paper. First, what you need to learn, sir, in this answer to question A, you need to understand. You need to write the answer number properly. By mistake, you write here 2B, you are gone. Examiner will get confused. You will make him confusion. He will not give you marks. So, first answer to question 2A, he wrote very clearly. Then, computation of total income of Tilak for assessment year 24-25. This heading should come, guys. This heading should come. Every question, one heading, I also write. Practice. Then comes the format. See how beautifully formatted. Neat presentation. No, but see, one more thing, I'll zoom. See here. He wrote something wrong. He did not do like this. That irritates. Simply what he did like this. Enough. Getting it? Next. Now I'll tell you one thing. In this question, you look at this question, which is taxability of residential status income. Do you remember we solved some questions? If he's ROR, this income will be taxed or not. If he's a non-resident, this income will be taxed or not. This question this is. Sir, how would I present this, sir? First of all, this is the presentation. Sir, notes shall I write? Elaborated, sir. You see here, I'll highlight the part. Okay? Deemed to accrue or arise in India. That's all he wrote. He did not write one paragraph on that. I'll show the difference. And he did not even explain why he is adding this 50,000 or whatever. Yes? See here. He wrote only one note. That's all. Rest all. Direct answer. Sir, why he wrote like this, sir? There is no proper notes here. Because the question is asked only for 6 marks. This is not 15 marker question. And look at how many adjustments are there. So, you will not find many notes. Let's say, for example, principal repayment of housing loan. 50,000 he took 80C deduction. What you would think, let me write one note on this. Say, as per section 80C of the Act, housing loan repayment should be allowed. That and all, I wrote some story here. Not needed. Full marks, he got 6 marks. See, 80 TTA also, direct he took 10,000. But you know what? He wrote here, restricted to 10,000, enough. 2 things are required. First, section number. Number 2, restricted to 10,000. That's all. You need not write again here. As per section 80 TTA of the Act, who is asking you? That's a 6 marker question. So, he got full marks. Now, let's look at All India topper, same question how he presents. Okay. This is All India topper, guys. He got 1 mark extra than All India rank 1. All India rank 1 got 30 marks. All India topper got 31 marks. Okay. Now, let's look at it. Same May 24 paper, income tax law, different student. Who got the highest marks in tax paper? He writes the same answer in what manner? Let's show that. I'll show you that. So that you would understand, okay, like this also I can present, like this also I can present. It's up to you. Same question I'll open, guys. 1 second. This question, guys. Now see, how many marks? I'll compare. Both the toppers I'll compare. First he wrote, Mr. Tilak, assessment year and previous year he wrote. Computation of total income he wrote in a different style, but heading is there. And question number he wrote here. Earlier topper wrote here, he wrote here. Next, look at it. Here for every adjustment, he is writing a note. Note 1 for this adjustment, why he added 50,000. Note 2 for this adjustment. Note 3 for this adjustment. Note 4 for this adjustment. Note 5, 6, 7 like that. And let's see how many marks he got. 1 second. He got 5.5 marks only. Whereas that student got 6 marks. This student got only 5.5 marks. And look at the notes he wrote. Full 2 pages only notes he wrote. For every adjustment he wrote. Note 1. Income tax from ordinary person. All stories he written. What is the use? Guys, whether you should write a note or not should depend on how many marks the question is asked. If it is a 4 marker question, you write all stories. Who is asking you? 4 marker question means you see how many adjustments are there. How many parts of the question is there? Okay, this much I should write. You should know what should be written and what should not be written. And now he wrote so much. Did he get any benefit? In fact, he got half mark less. He got only 5.5. And look at the answer. Everything is correct in his answer also. Everything is correct. So, depending on how many marks the question is asked for, write that much note only. Are you getting it? See here, you will not find any note. Only note 1. One note he wrote. That's all. Look at it. Next question he started. Answer to 2B. That's all. Only 1 note he written. Only 1 note. That to what he wrote. The income of resident, not ordinary person, would include income from foreign business controlled in India. Only 1 note. Are you getting it? So, nowhere he wrote any adjustment note. Because the question itself is asked for 6 marks. For 6 marks, there are so many adjustments. No, you already gave right answer. What else do you want to give there? Or you want to write means, write here only something like this. Like this. Let's say, for example, income from agriculture land at Nepal received in Nepal. It is written here. You write here agriculture income outside India taxable. This much will enough. Enough if you want to write. Enough. There only you write. There only you write. You need not write separate note and all. This is one question. Let's go to the next question now. Let's go to the next question from All India Rank 1. Question number 2B, guys. This is TDS question. See here, 194I is given. TDS question this is. So he wrote this full provision, he explained. First, what he explained, let's see. As per 194I of the Income Tax Act, so and so, he first explained the provision that if more than 2,40,000 payment is done, rate also he has given 10% like that. Good enough, good enough. However, 194I shall not be applicable. So he gave one more dialogue is there, hijack. Sir, it may depend also on copy checker. Mayank Joshi. See, Mayank Joshi, yeah, that is also true. I totally agree with you. But what I am saying is, I am not saying don't write notes. I am not saying don't write notes. Don't get me wrong. What I told you here, if you want to write a note, wait a second. If you want to write a note, you can write like this also. I am saying. I am not saying what is right or wrong. Guys, the intention of me discussing this is not to say who is right, who is wrong. My intention is to show you there are multiple ways to present. It is up to you. Again, I am saying what you will write. If I were a student, I will decide based on how many marks the question is. But I am not saying don't write notes. I am not saying don't write notes. All I am saying is you can present like this also. I mean, separately note not required. That will take a lot of time of yours. Just this much explanation after every other. See here, after his adjustment, he wrote here only. Team to occur has arisen in India. Enough. No need to write full paragraphs for each adjustment. That's what my intention is. Writing notes, what we are doing, why you are doing is important, no doubt. You need to, of course, write why you are adding, why you are reducing. But separate, lengthy notes are not required. Like this is enough. Right below the adjustment is enough. If there is any particular note which would require a brief explanation or a working note is required, separately write it. No problem. That's what my meaning is. Yes. Now, so he wrote the provision here. Then he explained that hijack, you remember, 194 HIJAC in those cases, if the turnover is up to 1 crore or up to 50 lakhs of gross receipts, in that case, this section will not apply. Even that point he has written. In this case, ABC Limited, so he again gave the facts. Guys, I taught you one thing. When I taught you how to present the answers, I told you, first always write the facts. Then you write the provision. Then you conclude or you say what is your opinion on that particular thing. TDS has to be deducted, not to be deducted, whatever. Same style this is. Just that he wrote the facts here. And he wrote the provision here. He is concluding here. But 3 parts of this theory, TDS especially TDS, these 3 parts should be there, guys. Number 1, facts. Means what is given in the question. Number 2, provision, the relevant provision of that. Sir, what if I don't remember 194I, sir? Remember, write as per the provisions of Income Tax Act. Enough. If you don't remember. If you remember, please write. Why to miss it? See, guys, there are few sections which you need to remember, guys. Especially TDS and the deductions sections. Deductions, if you don't know 80C, 80D, what is the use? At least that much you can remember. 80TTA, 80G. Important, which are repetitively asked in examination. You need to remember. And TDS sections, 194I, 194R, 194J, 194C, important. 192, 194 dividend, all this. Yes. So try to remember that and write like this. So he has written like this. And this is the next section, next part of the question. 206C, 1F. See, beautifully he presented 206C, 1F also. First he wrote, as per the provision of that, means this is provision. Next you see, he has written facts. In this case, XYZ Private Limited. Then he concluded, hence the tax shall be deducted. 3 things are there. So whenever you will write TDS answer, guys, every attempt at TDS is asked for 4 marks. 2 2-marker questions will be there. And question number is also fixed. You see this question number 2B. Mostly you will find in this only. 2 parts will be there. Let go know it is. Or TDS, rate chat, whatever is there, remember, and go and write like this beautifully. You will get marks. Yes, so 3 parts you will write in TDS sections or TCS sections. Number 1, you will write the facts. Number 2, you will write the provision. Number 3, you will conclude TDS how much to be deducted. See here also same thing. 206C1F, facts he wrote, and therefore TCS amount to be collected is this much. He got all good marks. 9 marks he got. 3 plus 3 he got from the 4 marks. Okay, next. Let's see how the other student presented. All India topper, how much he is presenting. Same question. Here it is. B1. TDS needs to be deducted under section 194I. He also wrote. Then he wrote directly the TDS amount. One thing if you remember here, he has not given any facts. See, he has not given any fact. Directly he wrote what? TDS need to be deducted 194I because amount exceeded 240. Amount should be deducted on a excluding GST amount this much. Facts he did not write. He only wrote provision and conclusion. There is no facts in this. Who is XYZ Limited? For whom are you giving this answer? Nothing is written. But if you see here, he has written. See here, he has written. ABC Limited, paid rent 75,000, everything in detail he wrote. I am showing you different people how presents, even toppers. So I am showing you toppers answer sheets. Next. Only 1 mark difference in these 2 people, not much. Okay. Next, let's look at TCS. 206C1F. So he wrote the provision. He did not again write the facts. Directly he wrote, however, TCS can be collected. Facts he has not written. But I would suggest write all three. Mayank Joshi, from this analysis, it is clear that writing does not matter a lot. Yes, writing does not matter a lot, but at least writing should be in such a way that it should be legible handwriting, understandable. Here I am able to read it. That much is enough. Are you getting it? I am able to read it. Of course, sir. The All India topper handwriting is not so great. Are you getting it? Yes. So he also got 3 marks. He also got the same marks. So you decide. But if I were a student, I will definitely write facts also, guys. You have to decide. He did not write facts in both, but he got same 3 marks. You see, he also, this person got 3. That person got 8. He got 9. Yes, but this question he got 3. Next question. Let's go to next question. Answer to 3A1. See, this person does not remember the section number. He wrote what? As per the provisions of the Income Tax Act. Enough. Guys, this is a deemed dividend. We know the section 222. But by chance, if I write 222 A, B, C, D wrong, I'll go wrong. So what safely he played the game? As per the provisions of the Income Tax Act, dividend includes deemed dividend. That's all. No need to write the section. But at least you should write this dialogue as per the provisions of Income Tax Act. Amount of advance paid by the company. I think this is a loan. Loan given to a person or entity in which a shareholder has a substantial interest. That provision this is. So first he wrote, amount of advance given by the company to the beneficial shareholder shall be considered as deemed dividend to the extent of accumulated profits. Hence, in the given case, advance of 2 lakhs given by the company to Ravi, who holds more than substantial interest, is this much. Then he wrote, income of Ravi will be income from other sources, deemed dividend 1 lakh. That much he wrote. Let's see what 3A1 this person has written. See here, 3A1, same answer, different topper. As per the provisions of Income Tax Act, he also wrote the same. Section number not written. Good. No problem. No problem. Rather writing 224, 2DF or something wrong, better you write this if you don't remember. An assessee is said to be having deemed dividend, receives any advance which he has a interest. Such interest shall be at least the same. He also explained. Such company is a closely held company. Then he explained everything. He also showed everything. He also got this many marks. So it is to be included in IFOS. Like that he presented. Almost similar presentation. Next. 3A2. Section 35. Guys, look at this. This is also gives you a different opinion. Answer to 3A2. Computation of deduction allowable under section 35. You remember section 35. In-house research in both the regimes allowed. Only donation under optional tax regime it is allowed. Correct? Now see, All India rank 1 how he presents, you know. See, as soon as he wrote 1 lakh here, he wrote here only. Allowed without certification means whatever he wants to write in note, he did not prepare a note. Separately he wrote. This I followed in my CA final. I got 78, guys. Exactly this I followed. I did not write separate notes. Separate notes I wrote only for what, you know, big working notes, depreciation I have to calculate, or any specific point I want to elaborate. Those things I wrote. Rest all notes I wrote. I am not saying I did not write note. I am not saying that. I wrote notes, but I wrote notes like that. Every adjustment immediately after that, what adjustment I am doing, why I am adding. See here, not allowed. That much, enough. Are you getting it? Expenditure on land, not allowed. That much. I wrote exactly like this. But let's see how other topper presents. Capital expenditure 3 lakhs. No note, nothing here. No explanation. Contribution to notified approved research association 1 lakh 50. Next, amount to H limited. Then he wrote here. I'll highlight here. I'll write here. Indian company having a main object of approved by authority. So he wrote there why he is giving this. Next. Salary to staff research. Then he wrote note allowed to 3 previous year commencement of business. See, note he has written there only. He has not saying that I will not write note. I am not saying that. I am not saying don't write note. I am saying write note. But there are 2 ways. I'll show you the second way also. This is the easiest and time saving way, guys. This is also correct. I am showing. If you remember when I taught you the total income computations, I used to write the notes there only. I did not write anywhere separate. I used to follow this style. This is also correct. Next, you see here. Certified by authority. Same is certified by authority. There is no separate notes. He got how much? Full 4 marks he got. Full 4 marks he got. Now let's look at the other topper what he is doing. Other topper you see, calculation of deduction allowable under section 35 to Mr. Rao. Previous year assessment year. For every adjustment what he is doing, he is giving a note again. Note 1, note 1, note 2, note 2, note 1, note 3. Good, I am not saying this is wrong. But imagine the time which will go. Maybe he is fast writer. Okay, see here. See here. Notes for that 35 section. Expenditure on scientific research is allowed under section 35 of the assessee. Note 1, any expenditure. Note 2, note 2, note 3. This much he wrote, guys. And he got, of course, he got 4 marks, no doubt. But you imagine the time which will be involved in this. I am not saying don't write notes. All I am saying is think smartly and write it. So All India rank work, if I were a student, it is up to you guys. If I were a student, I will definitely not waste my time here in writing any notes. See, there is no notes at all. I would definitely write it here only. It saves a lot of time for me. I have to again prepare 1 second. I have to again prepare one column here, write note number here, and again go to the next page. I have to see, okay, note 1, what I should write in note 1, wait, okay, this one, why all that? I will write it here simply, allowed without certification, enough. Full marks given, no. Full marks, 4 marks, same student got 4 here, same student, same answer got 4 marks there also. Write the note in a smart way, so that you can save time. What you want to spend your time only on one question? No. I hope the message is clear. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying don't write notes. Write notes in a smart way. Sir, I am more comfortable in this only, sir. I think this student only perfect, sir. Better you write. I am not denying it. I am not denying it. If your speed is very speed, your writing speed is very fast. Write it. Who is stopping you? Who is stopping? I am not stopping you. I am not stopping you. I don't stop. Next. Next question let's look at. Question number 3B, computation of capital gain, guys. Full value of consideration, beautifully he presented. Look at his paper, so neat, clean it is. At least this paper, this student has scribbled somewhere. Strokes and all are there. And his paper is not so impressive. But he got all India highest marks. Have to appreciate that student, no doubt. But the moment you think from the evaluator standpoint, the moment you look at this kind of a paper, it shows the confidence. It shows the clarity of the student. This level of clarity, how you get, by practice. If you don't do practice, you will not get this kind of clarity. You will get confused, you will do like this and all. Strike offs you will do. Okay. So how beautifully presented, as if he has the answer in front of him, he just copied it. It is like that. Yes. Beautifully he presented, everything he presented. And then he wrote notes. Separately he wrote. In this he wrote notes separately. Because explanation is needed, right? Now I'll show you the difference. Now All India topper has written in a different way. This person, earlier he did not write notes separately, but he wrote notes separately for this adjustment. Now you see, All India ranker, All India topper, he is doing what? I'll show you it. You see, he wrote here only. Part of a no separate note. So directly he wrote here, indexed cost of acquisition, he did it here only. Both are right. Both are right. Yes, see here. He wrote, and separately some 2 notes he wrote, that's all. Here. How much he got? 4, 10 it seems. Let's see how much he got. So he wrote the note separately. He got a 0.5 marks, come. Less 0.5 marks he got. And he wrote note separately here. Okay. So guys, now let's come to the total income computation question, guys. This paper is over. This is over. So let's come to total income computation. I'll show you what happened. So this student started with the total income computation. I think, yes. Yes. All India topper tax paper started with the total income computation question. This student ended with the All India, question number 1. Let's look at the differences. Computation of total income and tax liability, heading beautifully as written. I expect you to also write like this. Answer to question number 1. Let's look at that person. Section A, part 1, part 2. Okay, section A, part 2 means in the income tax part A, part 2. Sahil, he wrote like this. Computation of total income, he also wrote it. Perfect. Next, let's go to this. Income from house property, nil as self-occupied. He's explaining. See here. NAV nil, why I took nil as a self-occupied house. There only. No need to write separate note if you are writing here. No, sir, I want to write it later. Write here. Note 1. Note 1 you write here. And the next page you write note 1 as the property is self-occupied. That will take more time in my accordance. Next. Deduction, standard deduction nil he showed. Interest on capital borrowed 260. And he showed whatever he is doing here only he showed. Restrict to 2 lakhs. Loss allowed to be set off up to maximum of 2 lakhs. And he is showing set off with PGBP star mark he has kept. Means he is showing to the examiner, I am setting off this loss of 2 lakhs with PGBP. He is showing it here only. Separate note he is not writing. Next. PGBP. Net profit you got. See, guys, one more point. One more very, very important point, guys. Every head you have to first write which head you are solving. PGBP head. See here. 1 second. Income from house property head. Like that head you should show. Next. Net profit as per profit and loss account. This thing. Next. Let's see. He is writing the adjustment. Here only he is writing Y. Y is reducing, Y is adding. Capital gains. That's all. Profit on sale of share is capital gain. I am reducing it. Winning from lottery, other sources I will take it. Dividend, other sources I want to take it. Capital gain, loss on sale of shares will go to capital gains. Enough. Saving so much of time. All India rank 1 he got. Next. Commission paid to brother. Considered unreasonable 48. That's all. And he is showing how much is the excess. 46,000 minus 36,000. 10,000. Considered unreasonable 48. That's all. Enough. Not just this topper. I am telling you, I swear I performed like this only. I got 78 in my CA final. Direct tax. Exactly. Even in CA final, there is the total income computation. First compulsory question. 15 marker. I presented this way. I prefer this only. Salary. He showed calculation there only. 43B he wrote 40,000. That's all. Interest on loan unpaid. Only 43B. Enough. Or else if you want to write, as per section 43B of the Act, if an interest is not paid before the due date of filing written off income, the interest shall be disallowed. This much you have to write. It is up to you. I'm not stopping you. Contribution to Prime Minister Fund 10,000. 80G that is. Penalty, SGST penalty. Penalty for breaching any act. Not allowed. Not compulsory in nature. 7,000. Working note. See, for depreciation, he wrote working note. But in my examination, what I did, here only I prepared working note depreciation. That is also correct. Just now we saw no. All India highest marker, he showed the provision, the workings right before the provision added whatever. So working note is showing separately for depreciation. Next, profit or loss. Let's see, he is showing this student is doing the set off here. So even if he strikes off, some students will strike off like this. Simple, 2 lines. Beautiful. Next, whatever he is doing workings here, he is showing. See, fully allowed, that's all. 80G came, fully allowed came, enough. Why to write a sentence? Guys, writing a sentence take a time, no. Unless if you are a very slow writer or a medium pace writer, this is the best way you can present. Best way I said. Best way. 80E, he showed the workings here only. Next, long-term capital gain 112A. Again, he did not write a note. As per sections 112A of the Act, up to 1,25,000 of the income is long-term capital gain is exempt. Nothing. No tax up to 1 lakh. That's all. This is old provision. This is 1 lakh earlier. Now it is 1,25,000. So 25,000 he showed 112A. Up to 1 lakh. No. That's all. Saved a lot of time. Next, lottery winnings 30%. Next, he is calculating the tax. See, slab rate. First of all, nicely he has showed. First 2,50,000 nil. Like beautiful. How comfortable, how soothing it is to look at this presentation. Anyone would get happy. That's why he got all India rank 1. He gives that comfort to the evaluator. Evaluator need not take any stress. When in fact, if some Udal papers came 50, suddenly this kind of a paper comes, evaluator also will become very, very happy and he'll give extra 1 mark only. Yes. See, even if he strikes off, it is very simple strike off. It is just a 1-liner like this. Rounded off, done. Now he wrote notes. TDS and lotteries will be deducted. Long-term capital gain should be. So he briefly has written 2-3 notes. Yes. Next. Whatever depreciation he is showing here. Depreciation. Full depreciation shown. So hardly he has written 5 notes. Out of the total, how many adjustments are there? Hardly 5 notes he has written. How many adjustments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, almost 20 adjustments he did. Adding and reducing, he wrote notes only for 5. Depreciation, he separately prepared 1 note. 14 adjustments he wrote there only. Yes. So, this is how All India rank 1. And let's look at the topper. Okay, topper we have not seen, no. What topper has done? All India topper tax paper. For this one he wrote here only. Set of PGPP I'll do maximum 2 lakhs allowed. He also wrote in the same style, no problem. Now from here you see note 1, penalty note 1 separate. Note 2, note 3, note 4, note 5, note 6, note 7, note 5, note 8. Like this he wrote notes and something he explained here. Then this is tax liability presented. Look at the notes separately he wrote. Note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 8 notes he also wrote. But a lot of places he has not explained. So there are different ways how exam paper can be presented. Look at this paper presentation. Not so impressive as All India rank 1. But luckily this person got 1 mark extra, 31. All India rank 1 got only 30 marks. Not luckily, of course. Hard work is there. I would never say luck. Of course, hard work. Right? But the presentation differed from both the people. Both the approaches are welcomed by ICAI.